Right there, they saw it coming months in advance. We are learning more tonight about how much the Obama administration knew of the impending disaster for its health care exchanges and how far back the sirens were blaring. We have Fox team coverage tonight. Peter Ducey here in the Bureau on why the website remains a goldmine for hackers. Ed Henry at the White House with another attempt by the president to deflect blame. But we begin with Chief Congressional Correspondent Mike Emanuel on Capitol Hill tonight on early warnings about the crash. Good evening, Mike.
Well, Brett, good evening. White House and Health and Human Services officials had a 6-month warning. Healthcare.gov was in trouble and still couldn't fix it.
The administration was on track for disaster, but stubbornly they stayed the course, repeating their claims that this all was well and on track right up until the mess that launched on October 1.
Last spring, administration officials were warned by outside consulting firm McKinsey & Company there were serious concerns about development of the healthcare.gov website, such as there being no single decision maker with power and evolving requirements from the government during development. Health and Human Services Secretary Kathleen Sebelius, Medicare Administrator Marilyn Tavenner, and White House Chief Technology Officer Todd Park were some of the senior administration officials briefed on the consulting firm's red flags.
2 weeks before she testified before this committee, Secretary Sebelius was present at an April 4th meeting where experts identified significant threats and risks launching the site on October 1st.
And up to as Sebelius's upbeat testimony to the committee on April 18th didn't match what was happening behind the scenes.
At this point, our energy and resources are focused on getting it up and running, and we are on track, and the contracts have been let, and we're monitoring it every step along the way.
In Miami today, Sebelius said she thought it would work.
We were hopeful that the testing that we did, and we did some end-to-end testing, would be sufficient. It clearly wasn't. And on balance made a decision to move ahead. You know, if I had known then what I know now, we probably would have made a different call.
Some lawmakers say it is time for heads to roll.
But either way, if the president really didn't know about this report says the White House absolutely knew what was going on, and they didn't tell the president. He ought to be firing these people today.
At the White House, Jay Carney said the president never knew the magnitude.
There would be glitches, there would be problems, but that certainly we never expected. He was certainly not told.
One of the Obama administration's top information technology officials, Henry Chow, says he was out of the loop.
You participated in the interviews when McKinsey was exploring this?
But I was not given the final report.
Chow did write an email to colleagues back in July expressing doubt about the website. Quote, I just need to feel more confident they are not going to crash the plane at takeoff regardless of price. He was asked about those concerns today.
But you made a comment about you didn't want this to be a plane crash.
Well, you're referring to the email
yes.
exchange that I had with several.
Yeah, certainly that email didn't say everything's going fine, congratulations, team. It said I don't want this to be a... So you must have had some awareness that some problems existed.
Chow said up to 40% of IT systems supporting the exchange still need to be built. That suggests healthcare.gov won't be fully functional by the next deadline, November 30th, or anytime.